saying she did. Tell me that it's mine. All I hear is yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is yeah, 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 she did.
Welcome back to my channel. Well, let's talk about some of the skin products that I love this summer. So I made a point to make sure I did not disturb my skin barrier way too much. So I stuck to the basics while I was in Costa Rica, which led me back to Neutrogena. And I must say she carried the whole time I was out the country. Skin felt clean and not stripped. And the breakouts were minimal to none, even with my hormonal spikes. My question is, why y'all hate y'all skin? Because why is nobody wearing sunscreen? What is the beef with sunscreen? Just because you black, that does not mean you don't need something to protect your skin. The sun that we was playing in when we was in school was not the sun that we are enjoying to the sipping sleighs and when we go out to these little picnics and the trail rides, okay? Put some on your skin. And you need to exfoliate your whole body. Stop looking at my bald head. Exfoliate your whole body. Head to toe. Toe to head. I may be bald, but I don't feel like an alligator when I get into bed. My favorite staple moisturizer definitely would go to Olay. I love the OG Beauty Fluid. I knew from a child that it was going to be an amazing product and I was going to like it, and I was right. Now let's get into something that I like to do when I apply all my products after my cleanser. Pat those products, your toner, your serums, pat that shit into your skin. Pat it with your hands. Patty cake, baker's man. Now, personally, what I like to do, I keep my phone obviously in the bathroom with me in between each product. I time at least 5 minutes in between to make sure that my skin fully absorbs each product, so I'm not rubbing product on top of product and it's just greasy and I look crazy going to bed. And that's the thing. Y'all think we go to bed looking crazy and greasy when the truth of the matter is that is all of the products properly absorbed into our skin, and our skin is luminous. You have to really be committed to your routine when you do routines that's outside of 2 and 3 products or outside a little bar of soap and some Vaseline and go to bed. Now, if you're a do-it-yourself kind of girl and you're a little brave and your pain tolerance is high, I'm going to tell you something. You have to have really good precision if you're going to start doing at-home waxes. Personally, if you don't know anything about waxes, go to a professional first. Do not get these products. Go to a professional first. Point blank, period. The wax that is used on those strips is soft wax, and the only way you can get all of the hair off is if you know how to snatch the strips off and you know how to do proper cleanup. I know how to do that because I have been to a lot of professionals. I ask a lot of questions, and I'm going to be a future esthetician, so there's that. One thing I would never be good at is pulling one of these sheet masks out of the package, because what is the deal? As much as I am trying my best to give these sheet masks a chance, I'm going back to regular face masks. I'm going to get me a little scoop, a little spoon, and I'm going to be scooping the product and putting it on my face like I used to, because these sheet masks are giving me too much hell. I cannot do this anymore. This will be the last time. I'm not playing with y'all. If y'all see me put these face panties on my head to do any type of treatment, it's because it's desperate times, desperate measures, nothing else. I'm not doing it because I love it. This is the last time. This is the last chance. I'm breaking up with these girls. I can't do it anymore. It's embarrassing. Look at me. Exactly. But back to the waxing. When y'all decide to get a wax by a professional, or you do it at home and it's successful, before you do any of that, like I said about the exfoliating, make sure that you are reading the directions and you guys are not just winging it and freestyling it. I think that's why a lot of y'all DIY projects and let me try this type of things always end up in a fail, because no one's reading the directions. I can almost guarantee it. No one is really sitting there to comprehend exactly what they need to do and do a little practice run. Okay, why are we practicing anymore before we really start to perfect and use a product and spend our money and invest our time into stuff? Because I don't believe in wasting time or money. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. But I'm just saying, maybe you should look into that if you're going to be doing something as tedious as at-home waxing. And that's with hard wax and soft wax. But I'll talk about the hard and soft wax another time. One thing I noticed about Costa Rica is they are big on beauty. The girls are getting the lashes done. They're doing the lash clusters. They are definitely doing the makeup, the hair. And I still am so upset that I only found one girl that sold wigs out there and I wasn't able to support her. But if you are in Costa Rica and you are looking for a little 1-2, you're looking for a new wig or just to stock up on some beauty stuff because you are a beauty content girly like myself and you want to record stuff while you are there, please let me know and I will give you the information to her business so you can support her. She's a beautiful girl and I love all her wigs. Now, after a good night routine, the biggest question I know a lot of people have is, what do we do when we go to bed? Do we go to bed with all that stuff on? And I know we saw all the stuff on the gram and on TikTok. The women was going to bed with the face mask and the hair rollers and we saw all of that debacle. And I'm going to tell you right now, Black women been doing that. We've been doing that. We've been doing that. Yes, we have. However, the extremity is different. We placed a lot of that energy into our hair to make sure that our hair was looking nice and prepped for the next day, especially for those of us who had to go to work, church, school, etc., etc. Now that I have unleashed myself from those shackles and I am bald, I do not have to subscribe to that ritual anymore, but the skin still needs to look top tier. Period. Hence why you see me rubbing the excess product into my hands. I'm going to tell y'all right now, when y'all are doing the skincare, why are you washing it off? It's skincare. That stuff is supposed to go into your skin. If it's a cleanser, that's one thing. But once you get the serums and the toners and all that stuff, don't wash that off. Put that on your body. Put it on your neck. Put it on the neck skin. Put it on the back of your neck, behind your ears, especially if you don't have no hair. Put it on your hands. Put it on your wrists. Okay? Put it on the body parts that be exposed to the sun when you wear your little cute hot girl clothes from your Fashion Nova and your Shein. Okay? Put it on between the thighs and on those booty cheeks. Huh? Because when I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, as you can see right here, I was fully committed to making sure that my skin was always going to bounce back. Even though if I'm looking crazy and I got a little wild situation on my cheek one morning, that breakout is going to come, but it's going to go as well. Now, when it comes to night masks or night creams, you have to be very, very careful to make sure that one is completely dry and two, you're not going to do nothing wild and nothing crazy and nothing extracurricular when you get up in that bed, honey. Because I done been there. I done sat here and I done been all in the damn bathroom for 60 million minutes and hours and I done sung every Aretha Franklin and Anita Baker song. I go to the bed. This boy is ready to turn me every which way but loose, and the only thing I got for him is a good night because I got that mask on and it's sticky and it's going to tear these folks sheets up and I'm not paying Airbnb more than what I owe them. Okay. I'm not going to lie though. I am glad to be back because that first shop at Ulta felt like a hit of crack, child. And I spent less than $100. Now tell me the last time you went to Ulta or Sephora and spent less than $100. Exactly. And that's without points, huh? And I'm glad I'm trying this mask because I know y'all didn't read the back of this package because it definitely says 3 hours. You got to be in the bed when you use this thing. And this lip serum, I'm a gatekeep because I'm not going to tell y'all yet because I want to make sure that I really, really like it before I share. Because I don't know. Because if I really, really like it, I might not tell y'all. We'll see. Because I'm a professional. I'm a professional gatekeeper. I don't like sharing all my stuff. I feel like people need to go out and find what works for them manually, like regular humans again, and stop waiting on social media because currently, as usual, per usual, the influencer community is under fire. And if you ain't know, I'm about to tell you because, you know, I be gossiping and stuff. So go on and sit down, child. Now I need a little more time to look up this Neutrogena mess. But what I will say is I think it's crazy that these social media influencer managers are getting online and saying that they do not like when their client gets online and decides to talk about current events like social injustice and unalivings and the like. Since when are current events like social injustice and racism and discrimination, like the current lynchings and murders of Black people, women, children, babies, it doesn't matter. Since when that became core subjects to talk about? These are real human lives. These are people that watch content. These are people that are consumers. It brings me back to the time where people had their issues with a certain creator that I still like, even though I don't consume a lot of her content anymore. And it's not because of what everyone's saying and their other opinions. It's truly about something that I had to take a step back from and rewatch one of my videos and reread one of my articles regarding Black creators and the beauty industry. But to have people who have millions and millions of viewers and they can convince people to run into stores like Ulta and Sephora and spend their hard-earned money on perfume, makeup, and face masks. It's harmful as fuck to then turn around and say being pro-Black or pro-feminist or pro-woman is not profitable, nor is it professional. Because who gives a damn about professionalism when almost a dozen Black people have been lynched in the past couple of weeks? There is still hardly no news coverage on the residents in Gary, Indiana without power after the storm. And a fraternity plus a parent at a PWI was pushing P at Penn State, living their best Breaking Bad fantasies. But please, tell me how professionalism shows up in a room for a Black person, because it's starting to give damn if you do, damn if you don't. But by all means, let's keep it professional. Keeping it professional when we discuss the percentage of Black women that are unemployed right now. If that's what it takes to have a paid partnership logo on your video, I'd rather say Black, ghetto, and unprofessional, and I mean that on baby. I'll see y'all on the next video though.